Yeah, so she's caring for the children. They're in preschool.
Boat mom.
She's teaching them how to punch.
Today I'm gonna teach you.
She better not be teaching them how to punch. They'll never hit anything.
I was literally about to say, today I'm going to teach you how to punch, you rapscallion. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Can Yala grab Samson's tail?
That sounds.
Oh,
like
those aren't whispers.
me.
Those aren't whispers to me.
No.
I thought they were
No.
this whole time.
Actually, instead, she's gonna be like, "Are you okay?"
Huh? What do you mean?
She points at his tail.
What does that mean?
For most tabaxi, it signifies agitation.
I think Samson's got dog on the brain and it means he's excited.
You're seeing what it means to be merry.
Well, no, like a cat's tail moving.
Oh,
is
he
not...
changed his name to Meowymaker. I
You
didn't
just noticed that.
Oh, this is the best. Samson J. Meowymaker.
Yeah, and
I go with it.
Anyway, Xiao asks if Samson's okay.
I
and
mean,
then explains.
it's moving in an excited way as opposed to being whatever it do be is.
Yeah, but cats' tails don't wag like dogs' tails do.
Yeah.
Then it's not doing that. It's doing whatever it should be doing to show the thing I'm saying.
Which would be sitting still.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be raised up but not moving, if I remember correctly.
That.
I still like the idea of Samson being a dog and swishing his tail, even though...
Yeah, no, I want it to be wagging because he's just like, oh, like, somewhere in his subconscious, like, tails wag when you're happy, because that is what Finn did too.
Then you know what? Fine, let's do that, because that's way fucking funnier.
Yeah, and then Yala's just, like, all concerned that he's super uncomfortable, and he's like, no, I'm happy, and she's like, oh.
Yeah, so
Makes
Nim will
one of us.
Nim will actually say, I think he's got dog on the brain. I think he has them mixed up. Yeah, so Yulia.
I see.
Am I okay?
You're
You're
peachy.
probably alright. I guess no one here would recognize it as a concerning sign.
Oh, and then it just wags faster. Now that he knows he's okay.
Do be careful and don't knock anything over in any of the shops, though.
As you're having this conversation, you look up and over the counter you see the tall, half-elfish, dark-skinned shop owner. He just looks at you and is like, hello. What can I do
how
for
are you
you
today?
I'm great. Welcome to Mosin's whatever I said the sharp's name was.
Honestly, that's a mood.
Big long name, the store.
Arcanarium.
Arcanarium or something like that. Yeah.
That's not what you said, but that's just all I can think of an Arcanist shop would be.
Yeah.
Um,
People listening to the recording, go back and insert the name of the shop here. I'll move my mouth so that you can edit it.
And if you win, you were enrolled in our Patreon subscriber raffle.
And if you win, you can go to our Patreon subscriber
Yo, wait, we have a
raffle.
Patreon? I haven't been getting a cut.
Man, I'm gonna need a Patreon apparently to afford Plus account. We're out of space. I can't add any more assets. It's a problem.
Don't worry, we'll handle that when we need it.
What do you mean we need it? It's full now.
I know.
But it's not like we're buying a bunch of new things.
How many important characters are we going to meet here?
I haven't put the headmasters in yet.
well, we're not
Well,
meeting
good thing
any
we're
of
not
them
going to
today.
meet any of them right now.
Dang.
Anyway. Yes, we have trinkets, we have bits, we have bobs, we have components. If you require components, we have anything you could need. Anything under the guise of an arcanist is my will to serve.
Sorry, I'm reading my list.
That was in character.
Barely knows what an arcanist is.
Can I look at your spell scroll component section?
Sure, my dear. And he points over to a collection of scrolls and parchments, shelves with ink on them. You know, scroll components are right over there. Yep, there are potions you see on some shelf units.
Ooh, drinks.
Oh dear. Did you offer free samples?
Are you gonna mix them?
The answer is not no.
Oh boy.
Samson's gonna get arcane poisoning and then explode.
Well, if it explodes in a burst of magic and he's wearing the Adam armor,
which he's not,
then he wild.
No, I'm not gonna do it here. We're not domestic terrorists yet.
Hold that thought, I need the bathroom.
Okay, I will hold the domestic terrorism thought first and foremost.
So you wanted
what are your...
You wanted stuff for haste, right?
Wanted stuff for haste, and, actually just a lot of spells.
You want to give me something specific?
Okay, can I give you, I'll ask for 3.
Okay.
Haste, web, hold person.
Okay.
The DM would like to remind you that a person making a spell could only make a spell for something they know. So if Nim knows all of
Nim
those
can
spells,
learn all 3 of these spells.
Yeah, I know they're all sorcerer spells, which is why I made sure I did research on what Nim can learn, so that Samson can have.
Question, how is she gonna learn it though? Is she gonna buy a book on
Because
those
every
spells?
time I take a long rest, I can replace a spell that I can learn.
Because sorcerer BS.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sorcerers just learn magic. They can learn after a nappy.
Fair enough.
Their blood tells them, hey, you dumbass, remember how to do this.
Every night. It's kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Better than what Praxis sees every night.
Yeah.
Better than what Zanzibar sees every night.
Same with
True. Man, Samson has good
Ella
dreams.
doesn't remember it.
Alright.
He's okay.
Neither does Zanzibar. Wow, they really do have something in common.
Oh no,
Yeah,
like every time he's had like a like one of his mental breakdowns, I'm like, wow, just steal Yala's thing.
Wow, I
didn't
hate
invent
you even...
mental breakdown.
Wow.
In fact, Zanzibar probably did.
Wow, I hate you even more. You're stealing my shtick. I'm supposed to be the mentally tormented one. Oh, bitch.
She takes her mental torment and puts it in a box.
And then puts it in a closet. Closes the closet and burns it all down. Burns it all down. Takes those ashes and put them in a box. Put them...
Killa's gonna browse.
Yeah, to catch Ed up to speed, me and Jade came up with a song about Yala taking her thoughts and putting them in a box and then burning the box.
A bunch of baby ducks, send them to the moon.
Yeah, pretty much the
Dramatic
same
childhood
theme.
events, send them to the moon.
Extensive
Fire to
time.
burn the
Send
moon.
it to the
Send it to the moon.
Traumatic childhood events, send it to the moon.
Pretty
Father
much.
of my child, send him to the moon.
Nim's father, send him to the moon.
Anyway, so Nim was shown the spell component section. Samson is
Looks
doing
at potion.
potion things. And
Ooh, drink.
Shala's just browsing, and the shopkeeper is, you know, just patiently standing there, letting you browse, letting you do your thing.
Do the potions have labels?
Yes.
Haha, that'd be fucked up if they didn't.
It's a mystery bag.
Oh, mystery bottle. I want this one. How much is it? 7 platinum. I'll take it.
Meowymaker
Listen,
with money
the
is
healing
scary.
potion is a healing potion, but the mystery potion could be anything. It could even be a
It could even
healing
be
potion. You know how much we need one of those?
And then it just permanently turns you into a tabaxi.
It was a bottle of nitroglycerin! Zanzibar's just standing there with smoke in
I
his
feel like
face.
Samson wouldn't be disappointed in that, though.
Yeah.
Man,
Does
I
that
wanted to use
heal?
it in my gun.
It's one of the components of the plan.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too.
Mr.
Does it
Firearms.
He knows how to fire the arms. That is
I
it.
literally,
The
I
answer
literally,
to does it heal is you won't die of natural causes.
I
if you
literally
drink it.
just imagine Samson lifts his arms to the sky and they just separate at the elbows and booster rockets come off. He does
You wanna be
fire
fucking
the arms.
Ultraman?
Nah, he's Frankie. Super Frankie. Samson does have Frankie energy. You can't even front.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's like a man combo with Frankie and Usopp.
Super
Alright, so
God,
Nim-
Usopp Frankie God, Usopp Frankie God.
So Nim's gonna go up to the desk and then go, alright, so I've looked around and Nim's gonna set the stuff down for the hold person, web, and haste. Haste is third level.
You just
the
need them
other
by
two are
level, right?
Huh?
You need them by level?
second.
Get 3 of each.
Yeah. Okay.
5 of each.
Okay.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, the pricing, and you can be updating your pricing guide in Roll20 with all this stuff. In fact, it's encouraged. The spell scroll
do I have,
components, you all
do you
have
have the
access
ability
to
to
it.
edit it?
You should.
Yeah.
You have.
Pricing guide, edit. Right!
Yeah, all of you have the ability to edit that. Because spell scroll components start at 50 shekels and go all the way up to 9th level spell slots. And it's 50 shekels per level, starting from cantrips.
Wait, do we all have the ability to edit that?
Yes,
Yeah.
this whole
Okay,
party.
cool. So
it's your communal knowledge of...
I'm not going to do that right now for the sole fact that I feel like we shouldn't all be stepping on each other's toes. Unless no one else is going to, then I will do it. Don't everyone volunteer at once.
I'm doing it right now as I wait for an answer to my statement.
What was your statement? Also, questions get answers, not statements.
I said I'd like, for 5 each, I would like haste, that's a 3rd level spell. Web, that's a 2nd level spell, and hold person, that's also 2nd.
Well, as a DM, I'm gonna beg you to do the math for me, because God, that's painful.
So it's 50 starting at cantrips, and then 50 for each level after, right?
Yes. So a first level spell would be
1,000.
100 per, 150, 200 for a 3rd level.
So
etc.,
that's
etc.
1,000 for the. Yeah, 1,000 shekel. So 10 guild for the. 10 guild for the haste, and 15 guild for the total of the other two. So 25 gilded shekels.
Yeah, because they're 100 shekels apiece, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a thing of 100. It goes
Yep.
1 cent, $1, 100, and then 10,000.
Yeah. Wait, 1 plat is 10,000?
Isn't it? 100
Yeah.
times 100?
100 times. Yeah, 100 times 100 is 10,000.
Yeah, because you just add 2 zeros.
Yeah.
Numbers.
And
So So how much would that be for her? All her scrolls.
25 gilded. 25 gilded shekels.
25 gilded shekels. I'm good with that. Bless you.
And then I would also like 2 bags of holding, a stone of good luck, and can we please call it the efficient quiver? I don't know how to say whatever her name is. The quiver.
The quiver of giver.
Fancy bish quiver.
I'm pretty sure it's the.
Lona.
Yeah, it's the quiver of Alona.
The quiver of eh.
I'll
Quiver
love
of
it.
Which was somewhere.
Several golden shekels. You never told me an exact price.
Yeah, the quiver of Alona. Alona.
Alone of what?
So, what else did you want?
$100 million.
How many
2
bags?
bags of holding, a
2
stone
bags of
good
holding,
luck.
that's 100. Stone of good luck would be. Hold on, let me do that.
Good luck. What the hell does that thing do?
Which one?
25
good luck.
shekels.
Give me a quick sec to look.
So
I remember I wanted it.
the 2 bags of holding would be 50 shekels, and then the stone of good luck would be another 25.
While this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 ability check. +1 to ability checks and saving throws.
What the fuck? Give us one. Give us 3.
Dang. Yeah, really.
Okay, I'll get three stone of good luck. It's a good thing I'm rich. Oh my god.
So 50 plus 75. So
That is why we're here.
That should be 125, right, Ed?
Wait, were they 25 shekel or 25 guild?
25 shekels.
Okay.
Bags of holding
So,
were 25 shekels.
5 each. So yeah, that'd be 125 for those 3. Get a 3rd bag of holding. I could use a 3rd one.
Really? You have 2 empty ones? I don't care.
I am the item!
I literally just said I don't care. I'll get it.
Alright, so that's 150.
Come on, guys, ask for anything. I'm rich. Can I get another bag of holding? Really? Really? We have bags of holding at home! Wow! Oh, it's funny how people get when they're holding the purse strings, especially when those purse strings don't actually exist.
Come on, guys, ask for anything. What could you ever want? Ask for things? Oh, God, really?
This quiver is gonna be fun, though, because I can store all my spears, and then I can use my stupid bow.
Hey!
Well, no,
No.
you can't.
I mean, I can, it's just a disadvantage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Until I get strong.
16 is the minimum, but you use it at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I figured it was a nice way of letting her use the item without it just sitting in her inventory.
That means you can launch it at long range with no issues.
What do you mean?
Oh, advantage and disadvantage don't stack. They're wacky like that.
Well, in this context, if you would have double disadvantage, it just means you would auto-miss.
Damn.
Yeah. No.
So does
funny.
double advantage
But, like,
auto-hit?
here's the thing,
No, double
the
advantage means that you would...
basic range is ridiculous as is.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I don't get disadvantage unless I'm trying to, like, shoot one continent from another continent.
Yeah. Oh, try and hit the boat from here.
Alright.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, we'll figure out what double advantage is, but I already thought about that for the purposes of double disc. Double disc just means that range drops off. Because, you know, it's like you physically can't draw the bow back far enough to generate the power to reach that distance.
I got my weak little noodle arms.
It'll double advantage will probably just extend the effective range, but I don't see where that would come up, so we'll deal with it when we come to it. Anyway, Ed, you're tallying that Silk Road receipt?
Yes, so far we are on, for the Arcanist, we are on, 25 guild and 150 shek.
I can still afford it.
Which could also just be 26 guild and 25 shekels.
50 shekels.
Wouldn't 125 shekels?
No, it's 150 now because we're getting a third bag of holding.
Right. Anyway, and so Nim lists off the Quiver of Alonia. And
Yeah.
the Arcanist just, widens his eyes a little and he's like, oh, I can certainly do that. I don't get those orders every day. Those are usually made to order. Hold on, let me see if I got any, carvings. And he just also takes out a manifest, but this manifest is much more well kept and neat. Yes, I do have some in the back, and it's probably gonna take me 2 hours to adjust, the pocket dimensions. Lord knows I would like my shop to stay in this plane of existence.
It was 6 guild at the armor?
Huh?
How much did the armor cost? It was 6
It was
guild
600
altogether, right?
Yeah, it was 600 altogether.
Okay, so 6 guild. I'm keeping a tally.
Woo!
Not.
I'm just keeping a total.
But, yeah, it'll take me about 2 hours to sort everything out, make sure it's up to codes and standards. You know how these things are, I'm sure. Talking to Nim, because he has already assumed she's the one who understands magic. Considering Samson's staring at bottles and going,
and verbally went, ooh, drinks.
So it'll be about 2 hours to sort out all the pocket dimensions, then, I'm gonna want to give it a final rundown, just make sure it's good and safe. So give me about 2.5 hours and I can have that all set up for you. As for the price, well, let's see, that kind of depends on... What? Do you have a preference for wood? I have a few forms back there I could choose from.
Miss Archer?
What?
Why is wood important?
Because this is Glotnia. The material shit's made out of is important for stupid reasons.
Oh, was this for the quiz?
Yeah.
This is for the quiver.
Okay.
So then Samantha will call over to Leah. Leah, do you care about the quality of the wood?
Well, not breaking would be nice, and cold resistant.
Oh, I thought Nim was gonna turn back around and say something, but fair enough. Yes, I can definitely do that. Yeah, I do have a form dense enough to stand up to the weather. So
Very well.
that'll run about 425. Sound fair?
Sounds fair.
Fair enough.
He just sees these kids walk into a shop and just drop bank on him.
Is that 425 shekels?
Yeah.
425 platinum.
We'd have to
Oh,
stop.
that's
by
the
Nim's
weed
room for
number.
that. Nim would have to be Nim because
25.
Right.
they're gonna talk like this guy and his buddy at the shop. He's like, these weird kids came in and spent a fortune, and he's like, I have the same story.
But yeah, no.
And
see
they're like,
him-
man, that cat boy was really nice.
You see him fumbling through the manifest. Ah, yes, I'm gonna need a couple of rolls of leather. Mom,
Oh, before you head off, actually, on our adventures, I found this chunk of crystal.
the chunk of crystal or the wibbly doodad?
The crystal chunk.
Ah,
And if you're gonna let me get rid of the doodad, then we can get rid of the doodad and never talk about it again.
want the doodad to be just like a stupid instrument, and that's all it is.
Ha.
So, what was the crystal chunks for? Or how much did I say they'd sell for?
You didn't. You said would be highest value in a jeweler's or arcanist shop somewhere in the Gilded Range.
Should I be getting diamonds for Revivify?
If you want to, go for it.
Yeah, because we most certainly do not have any.
So you place the one crystal chunk, 2 crystal chunks. How many chunks? Do you
I just
put in?
placed the one.
Just a one.
I was updating the sheet. Let me see how
Yeah.
many of those things I have.
Kiala, in the meantime, is gonna find some diamonds.
I'll place one crystal chunk. I'll leave it at that.
1 crystal chunk.
Mhm.
Ah. I am always interested in young adventurers trading their wares with me. I could knock something off your bill. Let me just get my eye.
And then Kiala walks up with a giant handful of diamonds.
That's the smallest amount of diamonds I've ever seen in my life. I'm kidding. I want
Wow.
to say it's so bad.
I don't know if the gemstones would just be sitting out and about.
Oh, darn.
Yeah.
It's like
Imagining like plastic bins that just says diamond.
Yeah, and she's just like, I want this. Points at the bin.
Oh god, it's like a candy store. You go in, they ask you to use a little shovel and
Yeah.
pour it into
it's
like
like
a
when you go to
plastic bag.
Cyport when you're younger and it's just those barrels of rocks.
Yeah. Anyway, so he whips out a jeweler's eye and he just starts looking the chunk over. Oh, striations. These are from Zorn, right?
No, these are from
Those
Nim's
are from-
Underwater Adventures.
Underwater adventures? Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. Ocean weathering. You got these from somewhere where the current is great. That's good.
You could say that. Yeah, when the tide went out, I was able to grab one of these.
They've been under there for quite a while. They probably would be attuned to hydromancy at this point. I
Lit.
could use this. I could knock off 150 off your bill.
I almost said lit again. That'd be quite nice, actually. And then Nim will also pull out and slide over 5 gem scraps.
Gem scraps.
These are too poor for me to wear, so I'm selling them.
Yeah. So does Yella know she needs diamonds?
You would understand that from like the ability to cast magic.
Yeah, you understand components.
But like
and
she
stuff.
learned
What you don't
Revivify, like,
understand
this
is-
morning.
What you don't understand is why nature specifically is so picky on the price.
Yeah, that doesn't apply in TOZ.
Kappa.
She'll ask about it.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
I'm
What?
sorry. I'm baffled by something completely surprising. Don't worry about me.
Dun, dun, dun.
Worry until next
How many of the gem scraps do you put on the plate? Well, those would be from the
5.
Zorn, right?
Yeah, those are from the Zorn. I put in 5.
I could certainly use these in a jeweled piece. But I could only knock off about 5 shekels. As you could understand, they're not exactly pristine or well cut.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting a hefty discount for these.
We just don't want them.
No, this is how I cast teleport. I just don't want as many.
You have chalk though.
It requires several things, actually.
Chalk.
Oh, and do you have any, rune? Better rune chalk? You know, since Xantax was, like, judging me for my chalk.
Yeah, your chalk did stink of poor bitch.
Rune chalk? Sure. It depends on what kind of quality you want.
The highest quality, because my teacher's a bastard.
Yeah, Nim's like, well, I need the best quality I can buy right now. I was being judged from my current chalk.
Well, I have some natural rock chalk that usually runs a higher price, as I'm sure you're aware. And he just reaches under the counter and brings up a display case, turns it around and opens it to you. You see
Designer chalk.
a variety of solid stone chalks that, you're familiar with, having gone to the Valenford Academy. Usually teachers have them as self-expression.
And then we'll take a look, and then pick the pink one.
You pick the pink one. Ah, yes, pink prismeth. Fair enough. Give me a second, my brain's farting.
Can't wait till this is done, and Nim's like, man, I hardly spent anything today.
Oh my god! But, yes, I could, yes, I get those in fairly often. Let me see. I have to check what the last shipment was. As you can understand, the price of these stone chalks fluctuate due to market values. So, if I don't sell it at a valuable price, I won't be able to stock it repeatedly. And as is in Glotnia, stocking the shelves for the customer's benefit is one of our most important aspects.
I almost called him a simp. That doesn't fit here.
No, it would not apply at all.
I was just gonna call it capitalism, the city.
God damn, this really is the Big Apple.
So yeah, and then Samantha go, oh, and one more thing. I found this metal thing. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it'll be used to you.
So you place the old weather junk thing on the counter?
Yeah. Metal doodad.
It do, and it dead. God, I'm freaking the hell out.
Why?
Why?
So there's this video I threw on the background is freaking me out because this guy happens to have the same mouse cursor as me.
Hilarious.
Nerd.
But also, that's what you get for half paying attention to TSE. Keck.
I'm paying full attention. This is just
he's
nonsense I have to keep my eyes occupied.
Keck.
No, Shaq.
But
That's what we're buying stuff with.
So anyway, he slides the object across the counter while you hold the chalk. He takes out his eye and he starts to say, well, this is definitely an old piece of material. And he starts
I found it in water.
I can tell that. And he kind of just, starts setting the jeweler's eye while looking at the thing, and he just starts reaching out without looking you, and he just plucks the pink chalk out of your hand, puts it in the box, puts the box back under the counter, walks behind him to a safe, starts dialing in a combination, opens the door, all
this right now.
all while looking at the object you placed in his hand. He slides out a box, undoes the latch, flips open the display case, and in this oversized display case, you see the inlay for a single rune chalk. It glitters with purple and gold streams. I will trade you this for that right now.
I feel like I could get money off this. Okay, so.
If something's so valuable, it's worth bartering, barter.
Does Samantha know how to barter? Maybe. Let's go for it.
Samson does.
Samson. You're in. Tag in.
Tag in,
The
tag in,
main
tag
couch. I just imagine he just looks at the chalk, goes, and then just like,
And then looks at the
takes
piece of crap
Samson-
on the table.
Yeah, takes Samson, pushes him from like his spot and up to the counter.
Do your thing.
A piece of chalk for this, whatever it is.
How? What's going on now? Oh.
Don't accept your deal. I'm kidding.
I think I got the gist. You're looking to trade Atlil Doohickey for this piece of chalk.
Yes.
What's the price of this chalk normally?
6 platinum.
6 platinum. It seems that you really are very interested in that little thing. Do you mind if I just pick your brain on what it's actually supposed to be?
What it's actually supposed to be? I'm not entirely sure, but I can tell from its age it's incredibly valuable.
Incredibly valuable, you say?
I found it in the water. I don't say that.
Clearly worth more than a piece of chalk that's going to degrade over time.
And he just kind of looks out of the corner of his eye at Samson. Let me amend that. It's incredibly valuable if you're an organist or if you're into history. This should go straight to the museum in Valenfort. The High Academy of Glotnia? That's worth studying.
Man, this is gonna be Nim's next summer project. What bullshit.
Alternatively, we're going to accidentally blow up Glotnia.
Accidentally?
Yes! Students of Valheim, your assignment is to study this arcane doohickey that was generously traded to one of the local shops. Study well!
Tim's like, oh shit, it's back. I can't get rid of it.
It's case!
Have you guys seen that face that the kids in Soul Eater make whenever Excalibur comes on screen?
And everyone gets really upset? Yes.
Yeah, Nim makes that face when she looks at it.
But
She's
anyway,
gonna sit down, make that face, and just be so upset, but can't explain why.
Is the chalk like particularly big on any dimension compared to like a normal piece of chalk?
it is slightly bigger than the other chalks that were in the box, but I don't know if Samson was close enough to have seen the chalks.
I mean, the only chalk he really would have seen for magic is like the chalk Nim used to make the circle in the first place.
So what we could do is we could just say, hey, how about this? We'll trade this for items plus like 3 platinum and one of the finer pieces of chalk. This is a bug game.
That
Yeah.
would, I mean, if it's 6 platinum, then that would cover what we have spent so much fold.
Yeah.
Hold
And
on.
Nim would have more platinum.
So
Everyone wins.
Kiala's just waiting patiently.
Looking at her fingers, just touching the tips of her fingers and frowning. No,
Well, no,
pad.
she's waiting till she can ask for diamonds.
No tokens.
Now would be the time to ask for diamonds, fam.
Y'all are in the middle of bartering. Now is not the time to ask for diamonds.
Still including Kiala's future diamond purchase.
And all of this above board talk is like happening in the frozen time.
Yeah.
Stop time!
Yeah.
But including Nim's Kiala's diamonds.
So, if this thing is worth 6 platinum, like an equivalency of 6 platinum,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't even reached half of 1 platinum
Exactly.
with everything we bought so far.
So we should ask for 4 platinum.
No, we should ask for 5 platinum, you nerd.
Well, we're about to add the diamonds. The diamonds are 300 a pop.
300 shekel or 300 gills?
Let me check.
I mean, it's 300
It's
gold
300 gold, but
per
like
regular. I don't know what the
yeah,
conversion
we're-
rate.
but like TOZ changes the economy.
Yeah, I
So
know.
That really
that's
is
why I
up
didn't
to
know.
the master of dungeon.
What is
Hi.
conversion rate?
What
Hi,
is conversion
Dungeon
rate for what?
Between
Uncut diamond is
regular
300
D&D
shekels.
gold pieces and our currency.
An uncut diamond is 300 shekels.
Do you want the honest answer, or do you want an answer that'll probably make you happier?
I mean,
We're about to be applying it to something, so...
Well, if 300 shekels afforded the diamonds we had, which were made to be used for Revivify, that means that 300 shekels should be enough for the Revivify we have now. Right?
Yeah, you already bought some diamonds under TOZ, but the honest answer is most traditional pricings on D&D I throw out and then reappraise the item based on its significance to the world.
Yeah, which is more of what we're just looking for.
Yeah, well then...
we already have the answer for that. So,
okay.
even if there are 300 shek, that means that there are only 3 guilds.
Yeah, for one cast of Revivify. Yellow wants like 10.
Yeah,
also,
that's
the
still...
The chalk's
the
worth
chalk
6
is
platinum.
worth 6... Yeah.
And,
Doohickey is an equivalent.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's...
So if he's able to trade with us 6 platinum for this single item, he might be able to barter for more. Or like barter an equivalency. You know what I mean? So like even if Yella gets 10, that would only put us at 59 guild spent. Which means we could still get 5 platinum.
Woo.
Go for it.
And no
Get 5
offense
platinum?
to
Get 5 platinum
offense
from
to you.
where?
The guy.
Yeah, like ask him if he would give us like platinum and then the things that we're looking to buy for it.
I mean, you could try it. You can try anything. I
Yes.
can't promise.
That's fine. So yeah, even if we were to... Now, with the price of the chalk being what it is, do you think you would be able to make a barter for roughly the equivalent price?
And you just see him
Obviously, we have a tab running with a few things that we're asking and looking for.
yeah, you'd see him just drawing a little breath, and he lets out a little sigh. Unfortunately not. I don't keep platinum in the shop, nor do I have it in the bank. This is technically a gift from the headmaster of the academy. I was a former student and alumni, as you see. So, I'd sell small sale. I am on good rapport with her, and I know that I could probably get some extension from the academy in reference to this historical item, but that's going to take time and deliberation. I would rather be able to part with a precious item in my shop and do the civic duty that I owe my alma mater.
I also have other historic items. I just don't think they'd be worth that much.
Okay, question. Because Samson barters a lot, especially in a country that, well,
Has
barters a lot.
That basically has more of a bartering system than an economy.
Yeah, the economy is reserved for, like, the special...
People who matter, quote unquote.
Yeah, for people who matter.
The rest of y'all are just peasants.
They typically give out, like, I guess, like, a receipt of, like, owing?
An IOU.
An IOU?
Yeah, essentially an IOU of, like, we'll take the 1 platinum's worth, and you give me a receipt that says...
Are we getting a gift card for the store?
Yes, basically I'm asking for a gift card! In, like, a certificate form. For the sole fact that, with that, we could come back here for more things. Like, we could come back here for, like, later level spell scrolls if we
when
need
you're a
lot more of
completely
those.
different person.
Well, that's the thing, is the certificate is like whoever holds it would still have it. You know?
We'll just ask if it's giftable.
Yes. Hey,
This item is a gift.
As Samson deliberates, you know,
Yeah,
he
the
sets the
idea.
item down on the counter and just says, "Look, I can assure you the chalk is valid. There's even a certificate of authenticity. In fact,
That-
to boot, its core is actually made of Eve dust.
That's actually sort of why I'm asking about it. If it was a gift to you for work that you've done for this country and for magic, it doesn't feel right for me to try and take it from you with that,
Kept it
but
locked up in a big fancy safe.
yeah, you seem to have a lot of value placed upon it, and it doesn't seem right just making you part with it for something that has happened to come in on the winds of chance, you know?
I assure you it's not one of a kind. Many high organists in Gluttony are awarded these chalks, and as we run out, we can get more. I'm still actually using my last one. This was just my backup, and I can get more. I just don't keep many because, well, if you keep an item that's 6 platinum in a shop, you're just asking for something bad to happen. There is the underground, you know.
Walks around with many platinums worth of jewelry.
I'm not gonna lie, this fucking thing better take us to Chalk Zone if it's this good. But that's not what Samson says. You know what? You got a deal.
You've done the
Is there
Academy
anything
a
else?
great service today, young man. And young ladies.
I was about to fucking say.
Put her there. Samson's
Wait.
just gonna like offer a hand.
And he kind of just looks a little bewildered, but he takes your hand and just like... He lets us see what you're doing with it.
He shakes the man's hand.
He
Okay,
doesn't look disgusted or perturbed, but he certainly looks like this is the first time he's ever shaken a hand before.
Shaking a fuzzy hand before.
That too. It's a first of firsts.
Nimwal asked Yala, "Hey Leah, do you need anything?"
And she'll just be like, well, I was looking to see if they had any diamonds. Didn't notice any.
Oh, I keep the gems in the pack for the same reason that I keep the chalks in display cases and locked behind the counter. What were you looking the gems for? Looking to use the gems for?
As components.
For which particular spell?
Making sure the
Revivify,
city
so
doesn't die. The
Mhm.
spell.
The Giant spell.
Yeah, she'll just revivify.
Ah, so then you're going to need anywhere from low to medium cut diamonds. I can get those right out of the back. And you should have in the pricing guide your price for diamonds.
And she just sort of
300.
calls out, like, enough
They
for
are
at
not
least
fresh.
10, please.
So 30.
Yes, ma'am. It was supposed to be distinct, and it just keeps slipping into Sifren, and it makes me sad.
Well,
This guy is like, what the fuck are these children?
foreigners. Duh.
Like,
Hello,
It's-
yes, I am Habib.
It's Glotnia, and it's an adventurer's shop. It's not actually as unusual as you think.
oh no, I'm
I
aware.
found this
but,
and
like,
I love it.
we went from just buying a bunch of stuff to like something he's like, oh my god, I need to give this to the scientific community.
Hey, it happens.
Aren't you glad we never have to talk about this again?
Now you see, children, we had a very generous donation a few months ago. All
Samson's
students...
big heist.
Nim
Oh.
starts swearing in Yala's old tongue.
Samson's big heist will be taking the doodad from the academy and selling it.
Damn.
And as I'm sure you all are aware, the honor of leading this great academic exploit falls none other than to our precious, prized head student, Nimhot!
Nim swearing intensifies.
Her studious expertise and academic integrity shall guide all of you young minds to figuring out the riddle of this doodad.
It casts fireball. Where? Everywhere.
This
I
is the thing
upcast
that
it.
ends the universes that Zanzibar's lived through.
Sealed within this dude is a great beast of unimaginable evil.
Oh hey, my book is here.
It goes
Yay.
only by Mr. Skippy.
It's a peanut butter lid!
It's just a jar. Dude, he's just a jar of peanut butter that nobody can open.
It's unopenable and yet somehow filled with seawater.
That's what makes it unopenable.
Ooh.
Anyway, so he brings out, you know, a small tray with diamonds, you know, a few handfuls on them. Gonna let you take your pick. And I'm pretty sure Celeste only bought 3 diamonds at 100 apiece.
No, well, 3 at their, like, you know, worth for spell.
And
but
uncut diamond was 300 shekels per. Okay.
Yeah.
So those aren't in Hyala's possession though.
No,
Nope.
they're in Samson's because
Okay.
someone stole them off Nim.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
And I don't. Nim wouldn't care, but I like to jest about it.
Oh, I know. I like how it's not worth anything, and yet you continue to remind me.
Because it's funny. Every time.
But anyway, you know. But Kyella would know what they cost because the known pricing guide is shared knowledge among all of you. Whether you actually talk about it on session or not, it is always assumed that the information is shared at some point.
Oh, perfect. This is the video I was looking for.
So yeah, you want 10 diamonds for 10 uses, right?
Yeah.
Alright, select your diamonds.
She picks the 10 closest to her because she does not care.
Alright.
I assume it doesn't matter, right? Like,
No, it doesn't.
so yeah, she's just like, she doesn't even like particularly look at them and just like puts a hand down halfway through the pile and just pulls them closer.
Oh, I see you found your 10.
Thank you.
Those are 300 apiece, obviously. So I can add that to your bill.
She
I'm
nods.
just a bill.
Just an ordinary bill.
I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
So yeah, where's my receipt counter? Someone add in 300 times 10. That's 3,000, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So then what's your grand total at now?
Hold on, let me get to the right.
Get your
No,
grand
minute.
total
Minute.
and then, you know...
Subtract 105.
Yeah. No, 150.
100.
Yeah, it was 150.
55.
What do you mean 55?
It was 150 for the crystal and then 5 for the gemstone.
Right. So yeah, get your grand total and then do that.
Already got it.
What is it?
It is 66 gil, actually, no, it is 65 guild and 20 shekel. And 6 platinum chalk.
Oh, the 6 platinum chalk is like totally separate from
That's,
the bill.
yeah, that's a separate thing, but I'm still keeping track of it.
Yeah, fair enough. So he relays the total. So your total should be 65, right?
65, so 65, 20.
65 guild, 20.
Sounds about right.
That's it.
And in about 2.5 hours, I will have your quiver ready.
Sorry, I lost my pencil. That's why I'm like pausing.
Above board or?
Above board.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Sorry, what were we doing?
Our best.
60,
yeah. Man.
65 gil, 20 shekels.
I'm gonna be real with you. I actually can afford it. It's just I don't have money that small.
That's such a rich person problem.
Right? What is to be me?
Sorry, I can't help pay for the tip. I don't have any bills small enough.
This is exactly why we had the thing. The
thing that
coin
none of us,
the coin exchanger.
the thing that only one of us was rich enough to properly buy.
And need on multiple bases.
Samson will put the money down.
Woo!
Well, now your mom's gonna die.
That's what Zanzibar is for. I mean, what? I
Sorry,
didn't say
who?
that out loud.
Samson, that money was for me. I deserve all the money. That's it. Your mother dies.
Heck,
Oh my
what are you
God.
funny for?
What are you
Nim's
fighting
looking
for?
at her purse and sees like 5 platinum that she can't spend.
Wait a minute, if we're adventurers, shouldn't we, like, be known to have some amount of money?
I mean, yeah, but not platinums.
Fair.
You
Oh,
guys
Samson
are...
will put down the guild.
Yeah, adventurers
And
would be
chill.
expected to anywhere from having handfuls of shekels to having, you know, a small couple of gil. You know,
All it has 27 shekels.
Yeah, you'd be expected to have
Samson has
anywhere...
2100.
Yeah, no, adventurers
People in your money.
are usually expected, you know, as a social level to have a few hundred coins to their person walking around with and probably a few thousand in the bank. But very rarely, you know, multiple platinums. Unless you're rated
Nim.
at a license of 20.
Or have rich parents.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
that-
love you, so they just pay your bills so they don't have to talk to you.
Yeah, the only problem here would be, you know, if Nim was Nim, nobody would question it because it would be like, oh, young Miss Hart, hello.
But
What can I get?
now we're a bunch of sketchy people no one's ever met before.
Yeah, if you're rich, people know you're rich. In Glotnia. Unless you're from out of town.
Which we are.
Here I was hoping we'd have to go to the rich side of town, but it's fine.
Shelda looks at her fingers and wonders why they're so cold. I say that because currently my fingers are cold.
Yours too?
Yeah. I've been like, I need to like sit on my hands to keep them warm. And I have not, so now Hyella's pondering non-furry fingers and how they get cold.
Alright, so these will be ready in like 2 hours, right?
2.5.
2.5.
And then I think the armorer said 3.5 hours for his stuff. Right? Hello? Oh no! What's happening?
He did.
Hello?
Hi.
Goodbye.
Hi.
What happened?
Goodbye.
I don't
You
know.
died, apparently.
You started yelling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anything. I was scared.
And we were
And
talking.
we never saw Lord again.
Get owned. But,
But yeah, the
Yeah.
armor was like 3 hours.
3 hours, and it took us half an hour to get here.
Yeah. Unless there's something else you guys needed. That was kind of, only 2 stops.
Yeah, so Samson puts down the money for the stuff and the thing.
Yeah.
He takes the money from you. Nim takes her special chalk.
Nim is very happy. $6p. Ha. Can't wait to not remember what that means.
So yeah, you say anything before leaving the shop?
We'll see you in 2 hours. 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you
Thank
know
you
where
for
General
everything.
do you know where General Goods Store is nearby?
A general goods store? What quality are you looking for?
General?
We just needed some basic things.
Basic, there's Reed's about 12 blocks that way, and he just, points north.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, and I will get right on that. Speaking of, I need those leathers. Fledrum! And all of a
Actually-
sudden you hear the flutter of wings, and a little hawk comes flying out from the back. I need you to go over to Val Grimes. See if he has any more rolls. You know the stuff I like.
Want to deal with those. Hold on.
And his little hawk familiar flies out through a little opening above the door and goes down towards the blacksmiths.
Ah.
And you leave the wonderful shop of wonders and wondersins.
Yeah.
We should check out an alchemist. Oh, wait a minute, I'm an idiot.
We know.
What?
I accidentally put in the armorer's amount into the total.
But
So
It's okay. That's a much flatter amount, so I can just redact that. Yeehaw.
So what did the actual price come to?
59 shekels. 59 guild and 20 shekels.
Ah, fair enough.
Man, I would have only been 10 gilded short. I have like 40.
Take a guild, leave a guild.
Yella
Hmm.
has 2.
But you also have
Maybe
the
we
2
can-
platinum, right?
Yeah, she has 1 platinum. And she's going to be very dumb with it. Like, she's gonna get told a price and just, like, whip out a whole entire platinum and set it on the counter.
Hmm. Can we check out an alchemist shop?
Alright, let's go.
You
Yeah.
spent, I would say you spent probably about a good, 30 minutes in there. So, timekeeper, 30 minutes. What are we up to?
An hour
hour.
since we arrived.
Polgers. So, which way do you go?
Well, would we have seen an alchemist shop between the armorers and the arcanists? From
Do me a history
from
check.
Leah's perception? She's the one who is looking. You roll it.
I was looking.
A history
Lord.
check. I love how you defaulted to. I want to make a roll. Okay, Leah,
I
go.
want to help. Nim, use your funny thing.
Yella starts describing signs she saw, and Samson can pick out which one sounds like a alchemist shop. That can be the help.
That would be help. Alright, you find an alchemist shop.
Let's see. One that looks like a baker? No. One that looks like a test tube? No. An explosion? No. Oh,
This
yeah,
seems
there was
big.
one called Al's. That's gotta be it.
I see.
It's got like a little like lawn gnome on it for some reason. Yep, that's definitely it. And then it was.
And so it was.
Because Nat 20.
What do you remember what the distance between the blacksmith and the arcanist was?
20 minutes.
So you'd say 10 minutes backtrack.
Okay, so about in the
We are going
center.
through this town in the least efficient possible way.
Yes, as tourists. And I'd say not all of us are tourists, but like at this point we might as well be.
Yeah, Nim is your guide, so it makes sense.
But Nim's already told you guys she's never walked this distance.
So 10 minutes back, you come to L's. You go inside. The smell of bubbling mixtures and sulfurous compounds assault your nostrils. Yep, alchemists.
I smell egg.
That's sulfur.
Did say sulfurous.
Suga,
Yeah.
suga.
I didn't think this place would serve breakfast.
Ew.
And it's at that point between the mini aisles, you see a small red cone moving around. That's because we don't! And you see a small little gnome with a big red felt hat on top of his head.
Are you Al?
Hi, I be Al. What do you want?
Oh,
To buy things.
I didn't think I'd get that far.
Do you actually say that?
Kiela's just gonna be like, what's your best selling item?
Depends. How big's your wallet?
She looks at Nim and is like, about that big, and bleeds.
Ma'am, I don't deal in sold persons.
Oh no, don't worry.
I
That
mean,
one's
she's
not
the
worth
one to ask
anything.
about it.
Oh, that makes more sense. I can already tell you're out of town if you didn't realize that, usually when somebody points to a person and says, that's my coffer, usually it's a slave deal, and I don't do that!
Kiela just gets this look on her
And we
face like,
appreciate it.
what?
Nim didn't know that.
Nim learning that her hometown is super, like, flooded with slavery.
Not super. In fact, that's just a 10 crest thing, but, people come down
That's
the
so
roads.
much worse. None of this makes it better.
Every once in a while, a rich person will come down with some stuff.
Never hated a conversation more.
Usually moving people out of the way with some kind of mount.
I hate this.
Hey, everybody is allowed to hate one thing. This is gonna be your thing.
I mean, if slavery has to be a thing that you hate, I'd say that go for it.
Oh yeah, no, slavery's a pretty alright thing to hate. Really bad.
What makes it worse is this is the second time I've had this combo! God damn it. Fine, I'm fine. I'm not, but it's fine.
You'll be fine. You'll
I know it's
survive.
fine. That's what my therapist says.
Yay, therapy.
Yeah, you'll deal.
Yeah, no, Kiela looks shook.
It's like, I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, her party members get to see her emote now.
A shook.
Nim looks to the party to make sure they're all just as horrified as she is.
I gotta make sure I have the appropriate level of horrified for my party members. I wouldn't want them thinking thoughts.
You can literally read our minds.
Samson is literally thinking about what he wants from here. He is not. He was completely taken out of the conversation.
Nim will, shake off. I could buy sparklers from here, right?
Did I say where those could be bought from?
No.
No. But like, little sticks with some gunpowder on them.
With a bright, volatile compound? Yeah, it sounds something for an alchemist.
Do you have any sparklers here?
No, I do! And he just picks up a box from the nearest shelf and hands them to you.
How many kinds are in here? Are these just like run-of-the-mill sparklers?
It's just a box of sparklers.
I want the ones that can kill people.
Do you have like a few vials of acid?
Acid? What kind of potency you looking for?
The it annoys my skin kind. Like
Cleaning,
poison ivy.
compound, etching,